Hello and welcome to another LEGO Bootleg review. Today we're taking a look at two Star Wars sets from Koruit. On the left hand side there we have KT1034 and on the right hand side KT1035. So here we have Darth Vader, a red Stormtrooper, regular Stormtrooper, clone trooper, I think Captain Rex, a red clone trooper, I think that's not canon, whatever. Sith Trooper, First Order Trooper, First Order Shock Trooper or Executioner Trooper, whatever. Shadow Trooper, Yellow Commander Stormtrooper. We have three transparent hologram variants of First Order Stormtrooper, regular Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader. Captain Phasma here, and two more clone troopers in the back. All of them come with a minifigure stand as well as a weapon of their choice. With Darth Vader here, he does use the new LEGO helmet there, so he's always looking slightly up. Not a fan of that, and I think if you swap this with the older Darth Vader helmet, it look much better, but whatever. So let's take that off. The faceprint underneath there is actually pretty good. Looks alright. Yeah, even got the back print as well. So let's just remove that too. Alright, so he comes with a hard plastic cape that curls just around him, so as a variant, that's pretty neat. We have many Darth Vaders from official LEGO as well as bootlegs, so having something a bit different, I'm okay with that. This is a useful cape piece, that's cool. Lightsaber molded in metallic plastic and red there, whatever, that's standard. So the highlight of these two sets is that all of these have 3D molded torso plate thingies. On the back there looks pretty decent, and on the front it's also pretty decent as well. The grey lines there are printed okay, the little details are printed on the controller box as well as the belt pieces, all pretty done quite nicely as well. There's also some molded in fabric patterns, so that's kind of neat. This does hinder articulation just a little bit if the cape didn't already, but it's not too bad for Darth Vader because his shoulder pads are mostly just a flat surface. But here's the thing though, you can remove this armor piece, and then underneath, underneath you just get the regular figure look. So if you don't like the armor beat, which I don't know why you'd be getting this set, but there's the options that you can take it off, put it on, whatever, and it looks quite good. The print underneath there is also quite good as well. Moving over to the regular Stormtrooper, this might be Rebels type print. It's more cartoony, whatever. Yep, got a standard head underneath there, whatever. The skin color is slightly off and the print is also slightly off because of it. It's a bit more pinkish. So with this armor piece there, you've got the top that bumps up, the stomach area that's a bit lower, and the belt area. But then we've got this belt area, but then an actual belt area underneath, so it's a bit confusing. On the back here, there's places to attach backpacks and all that, so you've got studs on the back. Slide that off. You can see it's got the standard print underneath there, which also looks pretty decent. It's got this tiny blaster, or whatever you want to call it. So this red Stormtrooper is going to be the same, just this molded in red plastic, and he's got an E11 blaster which looks really good. Look at that, that is the E11 blaster at minifigure scale. It's not even oversized. This is good. I want more of these from different brands or whatever. Clone Trooper here, his torso there is the same mold as the Stormtrooper ones, just again done different coloring, and because they painted this sort of A-ish shape on there, it looks quite different. He's got this giant blaster, whatever. This red clone trooper has a really oversized rifle, so I'm not a fan of that. The First Order Stormtroopers, all three of them also have the same molded stuff as well, with different guns. This one's got that one that Sand Troopers usually have, that big rifle thing. And he's got a giant machine minigun thing, which this should be attached to like a 3-leg tripod thing, and then just moving on to the Shadow Trooper, same like armor mold or whatever, comes with a small gun again. Stormtrooper here comes with a tiny little blaster pistol. Captain Phasma has a cape which does have red printed on it, so that's kind of cool. That's neat. And her armor is the same as Stormtrooper ones, but she also comes with this small blaster. That's nice, yay. These two clone troopers, same armor stuff, different prints. Same for this episode 3 clone trooper as well. And when we move on to transparent stuff, again these are going to be the exact same molds, but if we move the helmet, there are face printed on there. Let's just take a look at this Darth Vader. Now, this is cool. You also have a transparent hilt. That's nice. And let's see. This cape is slightly softer than the black one. Maybe it's because of the transparent plastic. You've got the Darth Vader face printed on there. And also the scars on the back. And finally, this transparent blue Stormtrooper. That's a shame we don't have a hologram version of the E11 blaster though. That's a bit of a shame. Stormtrooper armor piece. It hinders articulation moving backwards a bit, but he can move forward quite well, and you see he's still pointing his gun just fine, so the armor isn't that bad with articulation at all. Here's a quick look at all these figures with their armor removed. You can see all of their print underneath is pretty decent. All of them also pretty nice as well, and I'm pretty glad that they didn't cheap out on Darth Vader's back, because even without the bulky armor, he has a cape, so they could have covered it up. But no, all the little details are printed quite nicely there. Aside from Darth Vader, have arm prints. Let's look at the other set from the front without their armor bits off. You can see that they gave an actual female face, they didn't skip out on that. And a quick look at the back. The silver printing, by the way, on the hologram versions are not too hard to see. The figures here have side printing. So the overall printing and paint jobs on these are all pretty excellent. The quality control is pretty nice on that front, and the armor parts are printed quite nicely, and the torsos underneath also printed quite nicely as well. The overall clutch on all these figures are pretty decent, except for this one red trooper here. His left hand just likes to slide out and pop out, and it'll get annoying after posing him a while, but that's just one figure out of 2 sets, so overall it's still pretty decent. The accessories are cool for the most part, except for the few oversized guns. All the other accessories are pretty nice as well. So sometimes on YouTube or eBay and whatever, I have seen a lot of people customizing and sculpting 3D elements onto their minifigures, so there's a definite market out there for this kind of design. But of course that's also expensive because all the figures are hand sculpted, and as far as I'm concerned, there's no like remolding or batch production of these, because they still want to have like an actual Lego figure underneath it, which is the whole point of it. Otherwise they'd be almost worthless, and all that time sculpting, you just won't be able to sell it for a high price or whatever. So then we have these. If you like army building and you like that sort of 3D sculpted look, these are a pretty good choice to go with. And if there are any particular color or variants of troopers you see here that are not available anywhere else, then these are still a pretty good choice to pick up. Just remove the 3D armor if you don't want that, and the figure underneath it is still pretty good and priced quite nicely if you just want to army build something with these troopers. So yeah, overall pretty decent figure lot, and if you like troopers and stuff, yeah, go for it. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. I will see you guys soon, and may the force be with you.